Welcome to another edition of OutKasted. I'm your host, Ryan Williams. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And of course, if you want to check out any other content, go on this channel and check out all the other content, of course. We've done many episodes of OutKasted, and it's basically a channel about, my personal experiences, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of an insight in my life and some of the struggles that I've dealt with in order to help you guys out there, whoever is dealing with some social skills and a little bit of insecurities, etc. Do you know what I mean? Just want to keep this strong and mighty and be confident, because listen, we're all going through it, and there's nothing better else than someone else that's been in similar situations as yourself to hear from other people's personal experiences. And then you never know, you might find some answers, you might find some hidden gems, and you might gain a little bit more confidence within yourself. So hopefully I'll be able to help you out with here today. No, today's episode is pretty much about friendship. Now, of course, we did touch a little bit about that on the previous episode on school days. If you haven't already, check that out. And yeah, let's talk about it. Of course, like for me personally, I value my friends very highly. The ones who are still around, as I say. Now, I'm not really taking shots at people, because I understand sometimes in life, people drift off, they have other adventures, and listen, that's just what happens in life, man. Sometimes you don't hear from people for over 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and hey, sometimes it's not your fault, sometimes it's not their fault. It's just what life has planned for you. And for me, as a person that's been insecure, that's always kind of needed someone's validation because of my own personal problems within the past, I've always felt that, being alone is probably one of the worst things ever, because sometimes you want to sit down, you want to talk to someone about certain situation, or in terms of like what goals you have set, what you want to do today. You're not sure about something, you want to talk about a girl that you like, or what you want to do, your next career path, anything. Do you know what I mean? So we all value our friends, and a lot of us like to talk on the phone and text, etc., etc. And sometimes, we do have these people that, we have them as friends, but they're kind of like, we talk to them only about football or music, or we only hang out with them when it's time to hang out with them, etc., etc. It's kind of messed up, but in this day and age, this is pretty much kind of like that, and it's not a joke. Do you know what I mean? You maybe might not want to admit that, but let's be real. We all kind of have friends, and we kind of section them off. And we just have friends that we aren't ashamed to talk about anything and everything about. Now, for me personally, I've always been a person that just likes to share shit. I've never really been embarrassed, depending on certain situations. And, I've never really been embarrassed to say things. I guess, again, like I just said to you, we have certain friends that we could talk to about certain things. But there comes the insecurities. Now, again, we have friends who talk to about football. You might not necessarily talk to about girls because of how they carry themselves, vice versa. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy out here. I remember, actually, very funny enough, very recently, I had a little bit of a problem, and I couldn't really tell my friends this because I was so insecure about letting them know about pretty much I lost my job. Now, unfortunately for me, of course, I'm in the midst of looking for a new job, etc., etc. Listen, things happen. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to act like, I just got myself fired because I was messing up at work. No, I wasn't messing up at work. It just, things didn't work out. I didn't pass probation. That's how things work. But I wasn't really keen on telling certain people. And I was kind of avoiding people for a while because I was ashamed, because I talked about how much my new job was going to be, how it meant to me, and I'm finally stepping away from my last job because I didn't like it, etc. And I thought, okay, I found something new, progressive, etc. Right? Right. Now, when things don't work out for you, you kind of tend to, I don't know, you don't really want to say anything. Do you know what I mean? Because you might have that little voice in your head that might paint this picture of what other people might think or might say about you. And it is very alarming to you in your head when your head starts painting these pictures and give you these false narratives of what these conversations might be like to either your great friends, your best friends, your girlfriend, or your brother, your mother, your sister, whoever. You know what I'm saying? And it's a bit fucked up. Let's be real. Some people think like that. I try not to think like that. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you know what I mean? So, because what's the point of making this channel? I'm trying to help you guys here. Do you know what I mean? So, I remember I was talking to one of my friends in the group chat, and you know, I weren't really saying nothing, and then one of them must have message, well, directly to me, but not directly in my number, but basically in the group chat, basically saying like, you know, you're not really talkative, etc. Like, what's going on? Like, you need to like, come on, bro, come on, man. I've known you for ages. Talk to me. Do you know what I mean? And then I just said, listen, if that's how you feel, and they basically said, listen, I can't fuck with you if you're not really gonna talk to man like this. If you're not really gonna chat to man in general, we'll just keep blanking man, reading messages, etc., etc. Now, because of my insecurities and the way I felt at that time, I just said to myself, all right, cool. You know what? Do your thing. I ain't even really gonna be on no hate shit. If that's how you feel, I'm fine. I just exited myself out of the group chat because personally, if that's how you feel, hey, no beans about it. I'm not angry. I'm not a bitter man. You know what I mean? Some people have their own perceptions and they want to act like how they want to feel at the time. Fine, no biggie. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not a guy that likes to hold grudges. So I just exited myself out of the group chat. Just carried about my business until one of my other friends, also in that group chat, decided to call me up like a good 20 minutes later and talk to me and ask me like what's going on and stuff. And to be honest, like I just let it all out. I just let it all out because I said to myself, am I really gonna let this situation get to a point where I'm walking down the road and I see one of them and it's like, yeah, cool, what's up? And listen, we ain't said we ain't gonna talk to each other no more, but it would be very awkward. Like, you know, I just left the group chat. You let all your frustrations out because you're wondering why I'm not talking or blanking you or this, that, and the third. And I haven't really been man enough to tell you those reasons because I was ashamed of what you might think. Now, granted, we're all grown, you know what I mean? And sometimes your mentality doesn't always grow up with your age. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, things kind of stick in your brain as you go older. It doesn't naturally grow and leave how you feel. And unfortunately, that's what some people go through in life. And for me, I'm still learning through my journey in life and all the dramatic changes I've done in my lifetime. Do you know what I mean? So, and new steps. So, long story short, regarding my friend that called me, he just said to me, bro, talk to me. What's going on? I want to know, like, you know what I mean? And then I just expressed myself. I just said, listen, sometimes I feel like whatever I say isn't really been taken seriously or, you know what I mean, etc., etc. There's more to it, but I'm not really going to prolong it because there's more. It's kind of getting away from the actual point of this video in terms of friendships. Now, when I told him that, yo, I lost my job and I just didn't want to be like, you know, looked down on, etc., etc., forgetting the fact that we grew up together, we've known each other for X amount of years, we should be able to talk to each other. And that's one thing he did remind me. We should be able to talk to each other about anything and everything. Because at the end of the day, like I said to you in the beginning of this video, you might have certain friends you might talk to a lot about certain things. But listen, we're all friends here. You should be able and be comfortable to talk to talk to them about anything and everything. Now, if they're prepared to sit down and listen to you moan, be upset, get things off your chest, then you know they're real for you. If they ain't got time for that, then you know they ain't really your friends. It's as simple as that. You know, I've had people in the past I've sat down and vent to, and, you know, eyes were over here, ears were over there, concentration span didn't give a fuck. It's as simple as that. Do I talk to that person to this day? No, we don't talk. And the funny thing is, I was always naive to thinking that everybody was my friend. Anybody you come in contact with, have good vibes with, etc., is your friend. I learned the hard way in school. I learned a little bit of that in college, and even in the adult world, within the jobs I've had in the past, you know who your friends are. You know who are just your acquaintance. It's as simple as that. So, in the end, me and my friend were able to talk things out, patch things up. I ended back in the group chat. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, I didn't really feel ashamed anymore in coming out and saying, you know, I lost my job, etc. Like, you know, I'm not really low right now because I've had some time to reflect on myself as a person. But those situations there can literally wake you up and realize, listen, you have friends out there that can accept your flaws and accept you for who you are. There's no point keeping things all patched up inside you, making you think, oh, okay, well, I just lost my job, or I don't have a driver's license, or I don't have a girlfriend, or all these flaws, and making you feel so small and insecure about yourself, even though you know that. And your friends might not know how you're feeling. They might see you down, but if you don't say anything, nothing can get fixed. You never know. They might have the best advice in the world for you that will help you grow as a person, and you take that and you implement it in your life and carry on day in, day out. I'm telling you, don't be afraid to speak. And I've said that in previous videos. Do not be afraid to speak. It's as simple as that. But also, know who your friends are. Actions speak louder than words, of course, but at the same time, words are also important. And listen, we all get frustrated with ourselves, but just don't take it out on the people that actually love and care and respect you, because at the end of the day, you're only putting yourself in a box, and you think you know it all, you think you could do whatever, you think you're Mr. or Mrs. Incredible. But truthfully, you're not, because you're letting your flaws get the best of you. And then when you're letting your flaws get the best of you, and then, you know, you're walking around and then you're seeing people you know, and it's all awkward because you feel like you want to talk to them, especially when you see them on street side, you see them walking down the street, they're waving at you, hi, you know what I mean? And then you're like, you know, you really don't really want to talk. I remember one time I was in Croydon with one of my old friends, and the reason why they're my old friends because they decided not to talk to me anymore. And you know what? I'm completely fine with that. Was there a bad situation? No, not really. I just remember at the time, you know, I was really unmotivated. I didn't really want to do anything. And he just stopped hanging around with me because he felt like he was wasting his time. Hey, shit happens. I don't really care about it, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Because if that's how he felt, he must have a reason. Things must be better for him in his life, for him not to talk to me, or he just doesn't feel that type of energy not to talk to me anymore. Whatever. I honestly do not care, because I've come to a point within my life where people who are around you give you the good positive energy, and especially the ones that will stick with you through thick and thin, bad to the good, are your real friends, okay? And I'm not disrespecting or hating on anyone that's been in my life, left my life. Listen, like I said, we're all here on a time limit because life's too short. And clearly, if you're not in my life anymore, that time span is over. It's over. You have to just get over things. It's as simple as that. Relationships, old friendships, just get over it. It's as simple as that. And, you know, there's always sayings like, I'll be down for you, I'll ride out for you, etc., etc. But like I've just said, if you see it and you feel it and you know it, it's real. If it's not, hey, it's just words, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, as I was saying, if you see someone down the street and they're not really trying to chat to you, fine, just carry about your business. And like I was saying before I started to talk about something else, that same friend I was with, I remember we was in Croydon once and we saw someone from our school and literally they didn't really say nothing. And the thing is, we used to talk in school. Not a lot, but we used to talk. Do you know what I'm saying? And funny enough, that same person told me, "Raw, it's weird because when they saw him one-on-one, they were all talkative and talkative." And the funny thing is, I said to them, you know, it's weird. I saw them one-on-one. They didn't even want to know. They didn't even want to know. And it's not until they saw me and one of my old friends together walking, it's all a conversation all of a sudden. And I said to myself, you know what? That is so fake. I really haven't got time to be hanging around talking to people who are fake. Generally fake. Talk rubbish behind your back. Unfortunately, guys, that you're going to get people like that in life. That's the messed up thing. But again, don't let it detriment your character. Don't let it get to you, okay? Like I just said, the important thing is who is in your life you can sit down and talk to. Those are your real ones. Those are your friends. If they ain't interested, if they haven't got time for it, bye-bye. See you later. There's the door. Use it. It's as simple as that. You get on with your life. You breathe another day. You wake up. You see another day. It's as simple as that. You can't hold on to certain type of feelings that, you know, you feel upset. This person don't want to talk to you no more. Listen, man, I've had a lot of people walk out of my life. And to be honest with you, it's not something you should just be like, oh, I've been through all that. That don't do nothing. All right? That doesn't do absolutely nothing. I tell you what does do something is actually getting up, putting a smile on your face, and getting on with your business. It's as simple as that. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed that episode. I hope nothing was a bit all over the gaff or anything. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But like I said, it's important to talk to people and know who your friends are, know who your real friends are, and separate your acquaintances to your friends. Simple as that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, more episodes will be posted up here. I will be making more videos on this channel, of course, and stay tuned for more. Take care, guys, and have a good evening. Peace.